This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network, and now let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up north in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Charlie, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Yes, there's a lot of QRM. I think they're going to move a little higher. They're up on 90. This is K1GZL. Before we go any further, are you copying okay, Jim? Are you copying okay? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Seems to be I'm on Milford, Roger.
Sir, seems to be I'm on Milford, Roger.
Okay, Roger on that KC9VKV. It's 50 degrees. It is 50 degrees. And the low last night was 29 degrees, 29. So it's a lot cooler than it was last week at this time when it was 84. When it was 84 degrees, that is for sure. I've got, he's talking about SDRs and how wonderful they can be, and the relays you can get through SDRs. I've got quite a recording made by Jim, WA3FET, when he was in Alaska. The last day he was up in Alaska, last Sunday on the, I think it was the 23rd, the 23rd of the month. And if you're copying okay, I'll give you a little recording through Pennsylvania, remote, of him in Anchorage, Alaska. If you copy, Jim, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Charlie, press on, sir.
Yes, sir, Charlie. Press on, sir.
Okay, I've got a lot of flutter from somebody up on 90. They were going to move, but they decided not to. Okay, now this is Jim. This is Jim in Anchorage, Alaska.
Remote with the station in central Pennsylvania on the Magic Mountain, but I am physically right now in the hotel in Anchorage, Alaska, where it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit and a beautiful day. The sun always, there's always lightness here. The sun is shining. Pretty much you get light 24 hours a day.
Okay, Jim, I wonder if you copied that. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie, loud and clear, sir.
Roger, Charlie, loud and clear, sir.
Okay, real fine. I'm still getting this terrible splatter. They did not move, but I'm copying you Q5 at the present time. Well, the leaves are about half to two-thirds out now, half to two-thirds out, and spring has sprung. Spring has really sprung here, so we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. So Jim was up in Alaska for about, I guess, 10 or 12 days, and he was mentioning that he was out on the Kenai, I guess it's the Kenai Peninsula there, before coming down to Anchorage from just south of Fairbanks. And in the woods there were spots where there were patches of snow that were 3 feet deep, still 3 feet deep, not in Anchorage, but in that spot. And it was really a really beautiful country, and he had extremely good weather. So I thought I'd bring you up to date and do something a little different, and give you the when he was right there at the hotel in Anchorage, Alaska. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie, now maybe you might want to explain that to me. That recording was made by Jim in Alaska, and is that a Roger? Or where did the recording, was that made? Where was the recording made?
Okay, let me explain. But just my recording here, and I was picking up the contest station that Jim uses. The contest station that Jim uses near State College in central Pennsylvania. However, Jim was remote he was not near home in State College, Pennsylvania. He was still up in Alaska. The last night he was there in Alaska, and he was in the hotel. So he went remote down to the contest station in Pennsylvania, where you've, I believe, worked him a number of times. He was going down to the contest station, then transmitting over his contest station, and I was up here in Clarksville, northern New Hampshire, recording him as he transmitted through the Pennsylvania station remote, and he was still in Alaska, and that was his last day in Alaska before coming back to Pennsylvania. Jim, go ahead.
Roger. Well, Charlie, now you explained it to me. I understand, and that was a very good, crisp recording and transmission. So he definitely has the handle on how to operate remote. Roger.
Absolutely, and of course Jim has done that for years, many years experience. So it's just unbelievable what you can do. You look back 30 or 40 years, 50 years ago, how ancient things were by comparison, and go back 110 or 12 years ago. When all the radio and everything had hardly started, anything practically, back to and beyond the extreme has been in that short period of time. It's to me, it's actually mind-boggling. And good heavens, what is the next the next 100 years going to be? That'll put what electronically and computerized what we're doing now is to shame. It'll make this look like ancient history. Go ahead.
Oh, roger that. It's just amazing. And, the thing is that people in amateur radio and radio in general have the ability to get all the information from folks that come before them, and then garner that and have new ideas and utilize knowledge that other people furnished, and continue on with the radio. Roger.
Oh yeah, Roger. It's of course I'll be 89 on July 5th, 89. And boy, I remember way back when things were very ancient. In fact, I remember the day hearing on the radio the day that that the Japanese had bombed Pearl Harbor. I remember that coming through the radio that beautiful Sunday afternoon in Elizabeth, New Jersey. But boy, by the way, you're coming in great direct right now. You're 9 to 9+.
In amateur radio and radio in general, have the ability to get all the information from folks that come before them, and then garner that and have new ideas and utilize knowledge that other people furnished, and continue on with the radio. Roger.
Okay, Jim. Look, I won't hold you any longer. There may be many fellows would like to get the rig tested out and out 900 watts today. I don't load too well up this high in frequency. I really need a tuner. But at least I'm sure you're coughing a little bit. I think you're getting me through Milford today, but I'm not sure. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Kind of oscillates between Rochester and Milford. The last part of that I was on Rochester. It was just a a little bit hotter than Milford. Well, Charlie, I appreciate all the information. Thanks for dropping by and opening our show. As normal, we'll say 73 up that way, and you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, Roger.
Afternoon, beautiful weekend, Roger.
Roger, you too also, and stay healthy. Stay healthy all the way around. KC9VKV, K1GZL. Always a pleasure, Jim.
Roger, Charlie, 73. Just a reminder, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, KC9VKV, and I'm better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And we're recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days. So when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV along with today's date, 5/28/21, and it will take you directly to this recording. If you might be interested in other transmissions and other stations, if you go to YouTube and just do the call letter search, KC9VKV, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page, you'll find about 1,650 some odd Qso-Vlog recordings. So, we have something for everybody here. Mainly, we assist folks in setting up their radios. So let's get into that. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.